Hi, this is Dr. Elizabeth Saunders, Medlock from Life by Design Coaching with your life coaching tip of the week for the week of June 25th, 2012. This week I'm going to talk about things that block our creativity, and in specific I'm going to talk about a book that I read called The War of Art. It's a classic book by Steven Pressfield that I think everybody should read. It's a short book, it's an easy read, and it's really a seminal work on what blocks us from not only our creativity, but from accomplishing the things that we really feel are near and dear to our hearts and our souls and our calling. He talks about in the book, and I think, you know, when I deal with clients and when I think about my own life, that there's really the life that we live, and then there's the life that we don't live. He calls it the unlived life. And it's all those things on the inside that you keep thinking, wow, it would be great if I could do this, or I've always wanted to write a book, I've always wanted to get up on the stage and dance, I've always wanted to try this, I've always wanted to start my own business. It's all those things that are kind of like your soul's calling, that inner voice that keeps speaking to you, but you don't pursue it, the unlived life. And he talks in his book, and what the main theme of his book is about resistance. And resistance, according to him, is an evil demon that is out to kill us, hence the war of art, that it's an actual, you're in a war with resistance to create your art, is really what the book is about. And that resistance rears up and shows its ugly head, and basically is what keeps us from pursuing all those things our inner voices are telling us to do. And the more we really feel a calling to do something, the stronger it is, the more it feels nearer and dearer to our hearts and our souls, the more resistance just naturally comes up. And resistance is completely internally generated. And it's that thing that it's a negative energy, it's a negative force, and it's the thing that lies to you, that tells you, oh, you're never going to be able to do that. You're too old to do that. You don't have the talent to do that. You really want to be doing something else right now. Go eat that donut. All those things is resistance. And it can keep you from, you know, everything from losing weight to writing a book, to starting a business, to changing careers. And the whole book is about getting around that resistance and learning to deal with it and being in a war with it. He's written a follow-up book to it that's really about just kind of get out there and do it. And what he says is, you know, that you have to get up if you really have something in you that you want to do. For me, I'm trying to turn my blog into a book, but I end up writing songs instead, which is another thing that just came to me. I've written 5 songs now. But as I sit down to write the book, I keep thinking, yeah, I don't really want to do this. I don't want to read through my old blogs. I don't really know how to get this into thematic chapters. All that is resistance. And he really says is what you need to do is get up every morning and just do it. Do the thing that you're supposed to be doing. If you're supposed to be writing a book, spend the time writing the book. If you want to go out and do flamenco dancing and become a flamenco dancer, then go and practice flamenco dancing. Sign up for a class and just do it. And beat down the resistance a little bit every day by doing the things that you really want to do, and really focusing on them, and not letting any of that internal dialogue that comes up when we think about resistance, or any of that negative energy or negative talk that comes up when the resistance comes up, let us get in our way. Just kind of the do it, make it work kind of principle. So I think if you're blocked at all in terms of something that you really want to do, and all our soul's small callings and a lot of things that we don't pursue, that part, you know, our unlived life, which is I think the kind of life I'm trying to live now, is I'm now living parts of my unlived life, the things that I wanted to do when I was younger and kind of did other things. You can always do them. And I think his book, The War of Art, which is kind of a classic book now, is a really good book that will kick your butt into really doing the work that you need to do to produce what you want to produce. And all of us have those things in us that we've wanted to do, that we've dreamed of doing. He asked one question in this book that's really interesting that you should ask yourself is, if you were the last person on earth and no one else was around, it was like kind of the last day on earth and you were the last person, what would you be doing? And whatever is that thing you imagine is, go out and actually do it, because why not? You have nothing to lose. So read the book, The War of Art by Steven Pressfield. Is excellent. He also wrote The Legend of Bagger Vance, which became a movie, and he's written some fiction books, but his nonfiction books are excellent, and I think they don't just pertain to creativity, they also pertain to anything, setting goals and achieving goals. I hope you enjoyed this coaching tip of the week, and I will see you next week with another tip. Have a great week.